Hi guys, 732 Crew here. I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And we are back today with the finale of Shogun, episode 10, A Dream of a Dream. So as of last episode, we are assuming that Mariko has died in the explosion, and a bunch of events are about to unfold, some chaos, maybe a revolt or two, hopefully.
I feel like if Mariko's dead, John Blackthorne is just gonna go
Shoot Lord to shoot.
Yeah, he's just scorched earth, in my opinion.
And I can't wait to find out if John Blackthorne does go scorched earth.
Answer.
That thing's pretty cool. Very excited to find out, though. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be starting this in 3, 2, 1.
Why are we in Britain?
Is that John Blackthorne?
Why is it chipped? Because grandfather used it to fight off a whole army of Japanese assassins.
That's John Blackthorne.
Yep.
In the bed.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, they put some makeup on him and stuff. That's pretty good.
Really given to you by a savage.
Oh.
Aww.
She looks not bad for getting blown out.
Did the assassins not run in there after the explosion?
She's dead. Damn.
Heavenly Father, we commit to you, your loyal servant, Mariko.
Look what you've done. Look what you've fucking done, Yabushige.
John Blackthorne kills Yabushige. You think? No?
What?
It's his hawk.
He has the same hair as him. You could test.
マリコ殿は何の妨げもなく城を出ることを許されるべきであった。兄からの抗議文でござります。
Oh, that's...
兄は秘密裏に江戸を抜け出し戦の支度をしておる。
Yeah.
我らがしっかり団結しておるということ。
Are they?
先日の恥ずべき襲撃を命じた咎人が大老衆の一人やもしれぬと思うと。
不実で悪知恵の働く虎中しかおら
Come on, dude.
Nobody's gonna
No one
believe
believes
that.
that.
大老衆の間に亀裂を生じさせようなぞとわしは出陣すべきと申しておるのじゃ。
マリコ殿は手厚く弔っていただかねば。
Hoo-hoo! That's my childhood bestie.
加わっていただきとうござりまする。
無論じゃお世継ぎの御旗のもと我らは正当な軍となり
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
もう少し戦議を重ねよ
よまいことを申されるな百姓でもあるまいし
拙者はマリコ殿は捕らえられるだけじゃと思っておりました。
逆らうたりするゆえ命を落としたのじゃあれでは救いようがないわ
Could not blow the doors, dude.
虎中が死んだ後その方の大老の座は安泰よ
Who's he gonna take off?
The
All of them.
Christians.
かつて太閤殿下は虎長公に戦を仕掛ける寸前まで行かれた。だがそこで地震が起きたのじゃ。殿下の味方はそれを不吉な前兆とみなした。殿下は和平の道を探る方がなくなったのでござる。
その池にナマズはおらんぞ
They all playing the role crazy now?
I don't know now.
Otherwise, he's actually crazy.
Because I think there's a chance now that he really feels genuine remorse about Mariko dying. Possibly.
Look at his hawk with the same hair.
Look at this pure white horse.
Look at the falcon has his hat that has the same hair as him.
お前を空に戻してやろう。随分と寝ておられましたの。
Really, it wasn't the future. This was just a concussion dream.
マリコ様は
It's a dream of a dream, Mikey.
本日
You missed the funeral, too.
Well, get it over with then.
You have been permitted to return to Toranaga-sama's galley. Here is your pass.
Where is Yabushige-sama?
He is preparing the galley in Osaka Bay. I have come to bring you to him.
What's going on? Why are they letting them?
Lady Mariko's death?
Honor? Yeah.
Toranaga will be dead in weeks.
Then you don't know. Yoshi Toranaga.
E.
The hostages are free. Got just what he wanted. No dirty hands. No war. Just a woman. Do you think it was acceptable?
Rest assured, she was already sanctified. Before her death, she came to me and received absolution.
I did it already.
I don't think it was supposed to be a cutting jab.
I know.
Yeah, I don't
it
think.
would have pleased her to see us being civil.
Yeah.
Is this where I'm to be? Ambushed? Like the last time I tried to leave? No longer protected?
You were meant to die in these woods. But an arrangement was made.
Who did the arrangement?
It was Lady Maria.
Oh.
She asked the church to spare your life.
Ah, it was a
before she died.
church. Crazy to think of a time when the church spares your life.
It's crazy how much they clearly loved each other and they never got the chance to say it.
A branch
Dude,
without
why is it
leaves.
so hard to watch grown men cry, dude?
何のことさ？枯れかなとは枝には実がなる花も咲くの
風なを吹きて花は花なれ
Wind what?
That's it.
The rainbow.
Rainbow. Jinx. Oh, look, a rainbow.
Jinx.
我ら大坂に行くべきではなかったな。あれではないか。共に海に出ればよいではないか。貴殿の国目指して。
How she's like, get me the fuck out of here.
イングランド。そこへわしを連れてってくれ。あれじゃ、飛び込みを指南してくれ。虎長様に指南したように、わしにも手本を見せてくれ。はよ。
Yo, he's not doing good.
No.
The ship is destroyed.
He ain't got no boat.
They scuttled it? What the fuck?
Good use of the word. Bye bye, Bodhi.
Definitely the Portuguese.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, fine, he can live, but we're sinking that fucking asshole ship. Do they have the cannons, though?
Aren't they supposed to bring those to Osaka?
Homie. Is he taking his uncle into custody?
What? He's getting what he deserves for playing both sides finally.
キリシタンやもしれんと思う。
Yeah.
キリシタンに手を貸した者が見つかるまでこの村の者たちは誰も安らうことができません。虎長様がそのように命じられました。
Jeez.
What's going on?
Crackdown.
あの世、賊を屋敷に招き入れる措置の姿が見られておったこともな。
Finally getting his deserved.
藪重殿はマリコ様が亡くなった後、介護の念に駆られ許しを請うておられたとか。
措置は襲撃を手引きしたのか。
いたしました。
よかろう。措置の所領はすべて召し上げ、明日の日没までに腹を切ってもらおう。
どの道殺すのであれば抑止をお与えくださる。
The most boring death for him. The most played out. Oh, the death that happens all the time in Japan.
門の地よ、拙者はここに近江跡取りと宣言いたしますゆえ、近江に跡目を継がせることをお許しくだされ。
解釈は誰がよい。
Engine.
安心なのが。
ならば。
Whoa!
ならば。共にお願いできますよ。今日へ土獄にしますれ。
No translator anymore for them either.
Yeah, but he didn't even deem like him worthy of saying anything to.
He abandoned him.
No.
Both did.
No. Fuji! There you go, Mikey.
Quiet without Mariko.
They're missing their friend.
Toranaga's like, my son. My new son. Yeah, my new son. Let's go.
That's a long ass letter. What the fuck?
Is it the poem?
Is it a pardon?
言葉のみか。なんと見事な焚き火を。
Damn right.
明日にて
Oh.
私はおいとまをいただきます。
Why?
虎長様から尼になるお許しが出ましたので、私の申しておりますことお分かりになります
I
か？
love when they ask him that.
私、そなた、いてほしい。
できません。
私、命じる。
私はもう
He's
あなた様の
grieving.
性質ではございません。
藤様、いい、尼。
Yes. Best girl and best nun.
刀と鉄砲を渡せ。
But he was allowed to have him at the first meeting. Bro, Toranaga loves having court on like these barren hills.
アンジはまだ知らんのか。
Oh, forgive me for the deception, アンジン殿。I am samurai.
アジロの人、追っておいてほしい。望みなくした人いる。でも、アジロの人忠実。My enemies didn't burn my ship.
船を燃やしたのはアンジン
Was it
殿の
Toranaga?
敵ではないと申しております。
No.
It was マリコ様。
己の戦はいかがいたすつもりじゃ。
It's your war, baby.
こやつの頼みは危険。わしに忠義を尽くさぬ者が我が所領でのうのうと息をしてお
What
る。
the fuck is going on with Toranaga?
私自身村人を死なない。
こやつは己が死ねばわしが謀反人探しをやめるとでも思っておるのか。
I came here to use you. To use you! Dickie.
You saved him twice. I don't know if you can believe that.
Man, he's got some motherfucking lungs on him, bro.
Bro, those translators are slacking compared to Mariko.
私安人はこの命をもって
You committing seppuku?
吉井虎長によるおいおい
気が済んだのであればあの船を立て直し
Oh, they're gonna rebuild it. Yeah. They're on spikes.
How do you think they got him to stay on there, bro?
Gonna just balance them?
Yeah.
There's no shoulders attached to hold them up anymore. So.
わしは息子に恵まれなんだが、
Oh.
わしのことを息子のように思っておった。
I was saying, Yabushige is not that bad.
I mean, aside from like the boiling people alive thing.
He's got a weird obsession and he's just really bad at politics.
楽な埋めるなのみさらせ。飢えたる犬の腹を満たせよ。
I'm gonna miss your grunts.
壊さねばならなかったのじゃ。安心の命か安心の船かそのどちらかであった。
Knew it was him.
殿が船を燃やしたのでござい
Yeah,
ます。
told you. He did. These Toranaga killed people for no reason.
わしはそれをまた壊さねばなら
Have you been watching the show?
You're right, they do that all the
最
time.
初日の元から出られぬ。
はどのような心地がするものでございましょうか。殿はすべての風を己の欲しいままに操っておられる。ここで好天でございまするか。
10 minutes left for Crimson Sky.
せめて拙者が死ぬ前に教えてくだされ。
好天はすでに終わっておる。大老衆が結束しておる限り大坂に軍を送るなどもってのほか。そこでわしは女子を一人送り込み
Yeah, she was
軍勢に
Crimson
もでき
Sky.
ぬことをさせたのじゃ。これよりおよそ一月のち我らは関ヶ原にて敵と対峙いたす。
Ooh.
マリコ殿の行いのおかげで落ち葉の方は石堂との盟約に嫌気がさし秘密裏にわしに文をよこしお世継ぎの軍を戦場には出さぬと誓われた。大老衆は刀すら抜く前に
This is crazy. Crazy politics. Ito is Tokyo, by the way.
要である築き上げるは戦のないあやつを殺してしま
Oh
おう
yeah.
と思ったことは何度もあったが思いとどまった。あやつは
The personality hire.
勝てば全て思いのままに。
将軍の小さいも それが殿のかねてよりの望みであったのでございまするな。胸の奥に秘めたお心は殿も他の者とさほど変わりませんな。
死人に先々の話をして何とする。
Oh my god. Toranaga. Not even letting him commit seppuku, he's just gonna execute him.
I said, can you hurry up?
Jesus Christ, another one. This show.
ずっと一緒。
Oh, they're ashes?
Hmm.
Oh?
Well, we know he kept it.
最後に触れるのはハンジン様の手にいたしましょう。
Oh.
Didn't Buntara almost kill him here?
Fuck.
Right. Yes. Yes, this is wonderful.
Raise the ropes!
No Mariko to fight over, they're friends.
I find this impossible.
This is how they did it. Until you get Rex out of your harbor. A little bamboo water bottle like that.
Oh, what the fuck?
I told you, all edge.
Yeah, no.
No bust.
Well, but bust, because, like, in reality, last episode was it. Mariko dying was the...
This was the epilogue.
Yeah, yes, perfectly. This is the epilogue. It was all about Mariko.
I just love that it's a, like, show about Shogun, which you'd think would be a war show, and there's, like, almost no actual
But the
war.
violence is so fast. It's not like this long drawn out, like, the violence is very
There's no grand
fast.
battles. It's just like quick strikes.
Even the samurai trying to get them out of Osaka, it was like 15 seconds and they were all dead. And it was like, okay, anyways, so.
Or all of like the massacres.
Like, Mariko putting on this show was longer than the actual fight that occurred between the samurai and the other guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy to me that Mariko was so relieved she didn't have to kill herself, but she knew the whole time she had to die for the plan to work. So, bro.
What'd you say?
I was checking if there was after credit scenes, just in case. I looked it up, there isn't one. Okay, so that was an
I
interesting
would have been
episode.
shocked if they had anything else, because he literally just Toranaga. It was all according to plan. He had it all figured out. Everyone else is a fucking idiot.
So obviously the story isn't over completely in the sense that there's more books part of this series, I believe, which would make sense because what it seems like is they're about to rebuild the fleet that he had or he wants for Toranaga. They being John Blackthorne and the Japanese.
But we don't even know that because Toranaga pretty much revealed like John Blackthorne's like his plaything. He was like, I might burn his ships again. Like, I don't fucking know. I don't think I'll ever let him leave Japan. Like, he was just...
Well, no, he said his fate is never to leave Japan.
Yes, sure.
I don't think that was an ominous foreboding. His fate is never to leave Japan. I think that was more of just like...
Sure, and we saw into the future that he left. I don't know. That was kind of confusing still.
It seems like I'm misreading this situation, that while John Blackthorne was in where is it? It was in Kyoto, Osaka, thank you. While he was in Osaka, what happened was when the assassins attacked Lady Mariko, it kind of made Lady Ochiba realize, damn, Ishido will use any means necessary, including being dishonorable, to get what he wants, which means he could kill me if he wants, even though we're engaged. So maybe the Taiko's wife was right in the sense that I shouldn't be aligned with Ishido. I need to align with Toranaga. So she revoked her army from going to help Ishido, which made him not lawfully correct to attack Toranaga. I think Ishido pissed off all the other consuls by keeping them hostage and their families hostage. So when all of a sudden he's no longer the lawfully right person in the army. All of a sudden they're like, fine, we'll help Toranaga because he's being backed by the heir now, or not even officially being backed.
Well, the heir is
Mariko really was like the whole fucking plan,
but
which is crazy.
And they like hint at that like episodes ago when they're like, oh hey, Mariko and Archiba were like besties, and oh hey, Mariko's why Archiba hates you,
but that's just showing you like that's like that. I kept thinking like, oh, that's the part she's going to play, but Mariko doesn't play a part. Mariko is the whole plan.
Oh yeah,
like I that's what I meant. Like I know she had a part the whole time.
Yeah.
I just thought she'd be one piece, but she was the whole fucking puzzle. Dude.
If you look at the grand strategy, Ishido is only able to consolidate his power because he had the heir's mother on his side, and ergo the heir. As soon as Toranaga had the one thing that would split that, which was Mariko. Because Mariko is like, hey, bestie.
Well, and
your husband killed me.
Toranaga also knew he had to push Ishido, because I also feel like, not for nothing, but using explosives like even worse than just like if she had been killed in her sleep or something.
And also, didn't we
like it's such a shitty, awful death.
And I feel like we haven't seen explosions outside of like the cannons, and then all of a sudden it's like kaboom.
Makes sense. I like how they're actually ninjas. But speaking of deaths, shitty deaths, we saw that Yabushige was put to death in this episode. And the return was a little bit different for him than John Blackthorne. And I think that's because John Blackthorne, I think he officially requested to leave the Lord and was given permission to lead the Lord, whereas Yabushige was just scheming while also being one of the Lord's vassals. So, his dishonorable actions put him to death, or deemed him to be put to death, which, is Toranaga killing him. That was cold with the seconding.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I feel like for a man who catalogs death and what's the most interesting and boring deaths, like, how he always finds art in deaths.
Yeah.
I think seppuku for him would be one of the lower rated deaths.
It was. He begged to not have to do so.
Literally,
because it's not artistic. It's the most overplayed death that you see in Japan at this time.
That was like the point of his poem was
boring.
His death was absolutely worthless. Meanwhile, his poem was saying like, even if his body were literally just to be eaten by wild dogs, it would be better than what he was getting, is what I got out of the poem. So, Mikey, do you think Toranaga knew that was going to happen, and that's why he allowed Yabushige to go to Osaka?
What do you mean?
That he would like turn on him in some way?
Did you not? That was like basically broadcasted.
Well,
Yabushige.
Right. But I meant to the extent that he did, I guess.
Yeah. I think I think the plan was in one way or other to get Yabushige to play for his life, with Mariko being the martyr.
He fucked up. I think he realized he fucked up on their trip back, Yabushige, because the moment Ishido was like, now go back to Izu, he was like, what? Like, he's going home, but before they land, he's begging John Blackthorne, like, yo, where are you from? Like, let's go there now, dude. Road trip, bro. Just us bros.
I'm not trying to go home.
Just me. You.
Come on, let's just stay out there.
We don't need this shit. We don't need Japan, man. Let's go.
He's like, relax, dude.
Yes.
Now, interesting that I think was it the eightfold fence applied extremely to Toranaga.
Yeah, motherfucker. He wanted Shogun.
Well, he wanted Shogun the entire time, despite when his friend the Taiko is dying, expressing this and that. I mean, it makes sense, because if you claim to want power or a seat of power, people will look at you, your constituents will look at you wrong, because they'll see you, they maybe say you're power hungry, this or that. But if it's given to you in a way like he received it, it's easier to claim it rightfully and thus have less, enemies in the open over it, or political opponents.
Bro, he won with like, what, 20 people died? Maybe?
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, he lost his best friend. He lost
more troops to the earthquake. The earthquake was the big battle.
No, of course. But like
he made sacrifices.
He sacked
100%.
He sacked his queen and his
You know what I like too?
Yes, damn right.
He's throwing that out, but he's also like checking.
I like how the earthquake was brought back up in this episode. Yeah. There was an earthquake before they declared an attack on Toranaga, and that was historically an omen to not attack. So they were trying to, not do it. So Ishido was like, "Let's do it anyway." I think that shook some of the lords to their core because it's like a superstitious thing, and they were like, "Well, the last Taiko didn't attack, Toranaga. Last time there was an earthquake, we shouldn't do it too." And he's like, why? Fuck that. And then all these things happen, and all of a sudden he's disavowed by, Lady Ochiba too. So it's just all these bad omens hitting at the same time. With just, perfect timing for Toranaga to arrive with kind of like a lesser army, but also receiving help from other people without it being seen.
Well, but the whole point was never to actually... Toranaga knew, especially after the earthquake, he's never going to win in the battle. But what he can do is remove any sense of unity they had, which is exactly what he did. Because I also love that Ishido, at the end of every meeting, he's like, well, I'm just glad we're united. Cricket. Everyone's like, yeah, dude, whatever. You're holding us hostage, you asshole.
Did you realize that one scene where Toranaga's half-brother was presenting him? He was kneel walking, and then Ishido was standing up, and so was Ochiba. But I guess Lady Ochiba makes sense because she's the heir of his mother, so maybe a higher rank or at least a higher position, bloodline, whatever, potentially, because the heirs were involved. But the council, Ishido, who should be the same rank as all the other council members, was walking while the other ones were kneeling while walking. They were doing that little kneel shuffle. So that was already showing that there was a little bit of a power dynamic changing. And, for how it works, it was interesting because those regents, once they realized that it's no longer in their favor, like most politicians, they were quick to turn on each other.
Yeah, I'm just curious. The only thing he didn't mention is what's going to happen to his half-brother. Because,
what do you mean? As soon as everything fractures, his half-brother's going to be like, hey, what up?
Sure, but then his half-brother essentially got nothing. He gained nothing, lost nothing.
The Council of Regents won't be a thing. He's not, what?
Yeah. But the reason he joined was so he would get, Toranaga's, land. Once Toranaga was dead.
Yeah,
Ishido?
but
I'm sorry, Yabushige?
He's gonna go join he's gonna join his half brother and take over Japan.
Sure, yeah, fair. Sure. If Toranaga even gives him the fucking option.
Okay, first of all, Toranaga had Yabushige under his wing for the past however long. I think he'll take his half brother back. You think he invited his half brother to his lands without knowing that he already was on the council?
I think Toranaga liked Yabushige so much because he was so predictable, right? Toranaga knew exactly what
I sent him
would do
to Osaka. He will betray me. Thank you, Yabushige, for betraying me.
All right.
So,
everything else to add? I think we touched all bases. Really did enjoy this series. For a serious discussion, keep it short and brief. Did you have a favorite character?
I mean, it's Mariko, John Blackthorne. I'm going to say
he's up there for me too.
Yeah, which I find I understand actually why you're saying that, because also the ending that was really sweet in what she said, let your hands be the last hold her. It was great. I'm going John Blackthorne since you're going Mariko, but Mariko was so fantastic.
John Blackthorne was so fantastic.
Yeah, but they're equally fantastic. And then
I would say, adding Toranaga into that, but also, like I said, I like
he's the villain.
Toranaga's the villain, maybe.
Toranaga's the villain.
Maybe.
Toranaga is actually the villain the whole time, though.
What do you mean?
And Ishido is technically right.
Toranaga is claiming his ancestral lands, okay?
That's actually the crazy thing. Full circle is that Ishido is kind of actually right because he's
no. Ishido was taking power for himself.
Yes. I'm not saying Ishido wasn't doing the same thing, but I was just saying Ishido wasn't actually wrong.
Probably should have put Toranaga.
Yes. Least favorite character. Do you have one? When you like, that's a piece of shit every single time you saw them.
I mean,
Yoshige was fantastic.
It's Mariko's husband,
Buntaro. I guess.
No, I'm going the what's it? The priest.
You didn't like the Portuguese priest?
No, not the
leader of.
I'm sorry.
The father?
I mean, he's a minor character, I guess.
The guy that was like.
Yeah, no, the priest at the end, I appreciated that whole shit.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad the entire show.
Buntaro.
Yeah.
Buntaro was also meant to be.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to gang up on.
He's meant to be hated.
Buntaro. But
I really enjoyed this series, though. The only thing obviously I would have wished for a little bit more, obviously, is fights. Because we were a little bit, teased. But I think that's also the point of this series is more political and dramatical,
We went into it with the wrong mindset.
Yeah, and which, it still was a fantastic show and everything was amazing, kept us on the edges, emotions and everything were there. It's just, we went in with the wrong mindset thinking we'd see a giant battle.
This is Sun Tzu, right? Like the art of war of how to win a battle without ever actually fighting the battle kind of shit.
It was crazy.
We just didn't know that.
I love it. It was pretty great, and I can't wait. Hopefully they do a second season, but not really looking too good.
Well, it just hasn't been confirmed or denied. I don't even know if the other books are a direct continuation or not. But I don't know.
They should be. This is based off of Tokugawa.
I don't know what that is.
Tokugawa became the shogun in Japan, which started the Edo period, which is like what everyone knows Japan for.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I mean, hey, I'd love to watch. Now going into next season, now it's like, okay, let me figure out this.
Not based on. Everybody's saying the other books aren't based on that.
On Toranaga?
Yeah.
Like it just throws Toranaga out?
I think it's something else.
I mean, that makes sense to me because
they already spoiled the ending.
And it was pretty much like open shut. Like it all came together and Toranaga achieved his goal. You know what I mean? Like, sure, they could continue it, but I think either way I would be satisfied.
And they answered how all the characters end up.
Yeah.
John Blackthorne lives and appears to be back in England.
But Taro's like fine now, apparently. He has nobody and nothing.
Toranaga wins the battle against Ishido. Mariko's dead. Who else do we care about?
Nah, nobody. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. 732 of your crew. I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And do you guys have anything else to add?
Check out the Discord.
Yeah. If you do enjoy our content, make sure you check out our Patreon. If you did enjoy joining us for, Shogun, make sure you do check out our other stuff on YouTube. But also, helping us out on Patreon does go a long way. So thank you very much. We'll see you next time for our next series. Let us know in the comments below how you like the series. If you were familiar with the subject material, if you weren't familiar with the source material,
or if you read the books.
Yeah. Otherwise, subscribe and like. Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Toodaloo.